今天呢，还有很多优秀的清华二代来到现场。那么早上呢，在白天的论坛中，他们给我们表现了他们的口才和能力。晚上的晚会呢，我们也要邀请他们来展现一下自己的才艺。那么下面一个节目就是有2个清二代为我们带来，他们将在舞台上调侃一下咱们这些清一代们的金钱观和消费观。下面就有请张嘉妮和贺晨宇为我们带来双人脱口秀 How do our Tsinghua parents spend their money? 有请。
How's everyone doing? Thank you guys so much for coming to Tsinghua's 5th Alumni Convention.
And First Youth Conference.
It's such an honor to perform in front of these amazing people.
So about 2 months ago, our parents come up to us, and they say that they've signed us up to perform a comedy show at a Tsinghua event. This one.
Yeah, I think they were under the false pretense that we were seasoned professionals, although our only experience came from performing a short comedy skit at our school.
To be honest, it's also rare for them to have such confidence in us. So like good, perhaps even disciplined children, we were really motivated and began to prepare for the show.
After 30 minutes of conducting research, we felt like we had accomplished so much. Things were looking great and our futures were bright.
But fast forward 1.5 months later, and we still don't have anything.
Well, that's unfortunate. I wish we could buy stand-up comedy jokes, preferably at Costco when they're on discount.
Well, Costco might not sell bulk stand-up jokes, but they sure do have the love of our parents in bulk. Now every large family knows and probably goes to Costco, but our parents have gone to their local Costco so many times that I'm pretty sure they have a mental map in their head.
Yeah, I bet my mom could probably find the bulk toilet paper in blindfolds. In fact, my mom jumped on the toilet paper train so early that by the time the pandemic hit, we already had a basement stashed full.
Well, my dad's favorite weekend exercise is going to Costco. He likes to walk through literally all 200 aisles. And in the meantime, he likes to cross-reference the products on the shelves with the ones he sees on the weekly newsletter.
Yeah, the other day my dad saw sardines on sale on the weekly newsletter, and guess what he did? He bought 24 packs of sardines from Costco. Like, why? We don't even eat sardines.
After my parents buy the discounted food, they'll force me to eat every single ounce of it, even if it's almost expired. Each time I suffer from the situation. During dinner, my mom will always shove the food onto my bowl. And if I dare leave a single speck of rice in my bowl,
well, I'd be scared to find out what happens.
I agree. Well, there's a saying which says that people depend on food.
民以食为天.
You probably know this saying, and it's applicable for the majority of the population, because obviously people can't survive without eating food. However, my parents take this saying to a whole different level. You can tell from the money they spend on the food alone. You know, each time we go to a restaurant, I'm pretty sure the amount of money we spend on food is greater than the cost of our clothes added up.
Wow. Yeah, not only is food important, but the way we eat our food is also important. When I was young, I used to hold my chopsticks incorrectly. See, now that was a huge problem for my parents. So one day my dad sat me down, put a bowl of rice on one side and an empty bowl on the other. My task was to be able to use chopsticks to move all the grains of rice from one bowl to another. Here, let me demonstrate.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else. Today, we have our contestant here competing for the purpose of self-improvement. Watch as she uses surgical precision to move the grains of rice from one bowl to the other. You should send her to med school at this rate. Oh, wow. A whopping 30 seconds.
Thank you very much.
Wow, Emma. That was really intense. No wonder you're so good at using chopsticks.
I mean, hard work does pay off.
Yeah, that's so true. Just in the case of our Tsinghua parents.
Yeah, they're so successful. I mean, my mom's mental calculator is on a whole nother level. She can calculate the expenses of our trip down to the penny.
Ooh, that's impressive.
Yeah, the other time during a trip, every time after a meal or activity, she would whip out that spreadsheet and start jotting down those expenses. It was like having a real-time financial advisor right at the table.
Ooh, your mother sounds very resourceful. Can you tell us how the trips usually go?
Yeah, about that. So once we went to Alaska on an RV, and while it got really cold at night, instead of turning on the heat, we brought these massive sleeping bags from Costco. One time, I woke up at 4 a.m., chilled to the bone.
Ooh, that sounds like some physical damage, if you will.
No. It's not physical damage. It's emotional damage. And if I dare complained about the cold,
Wait, let me guess. They would probably just launch into their childhood tales about how they leaped over mountains, walked through blizzards and storms, maybe fought a lion or two, and just to get to school, of course.
yeah, the typical walking uphill both ways story. It might get frustrating at times, but we all know it's for a good reason.
Of course. You know, things are getting so expensive lately. For example, college. But if I don't have to pay, I will not complain.
Well, I just want to give a big thank you to all of our Tsinghua parents out there. We appreciate your love and support.
All right. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Enjoy the rest of your night.